about measuring your performance, whether that is looking at your sales over time, measuring your online sales, or tracking your leadership stats. I think it's important to see what we've done, where we're going, and whether we're improving or not. So for those of you that do not know me, my name is Emily Segrin. I am the owner of makeupmarketingonline.com. It's a website where I have information about signing up to join my team, as well as information to help other Avon representatives. So if you have not gone there yet, take a visit over to makeupmarketingonline.com. And under categories here, you'll see Avon selling tips. And I have all kinds of blog posts on how to sell Avon online, how to achieve incentives, how to improve your Avon business. So hopefully you can find some helpful information on there. And also you can come up here on the right hand side and click on all these different social icons to connect with me. So that Facebook one will take you right to my Makeup Marketing Online Facebook page, where I try to give helpful tips. I post anytime Avon offers free shipping or discount codes, I post those pictures so you can share them with your customers. Just try to put out helpful information for you on there. So feel free to look me up there. You can also connect with me personally. If you click on my picture here, you can select right there and we can become friends on Facebook. Okay, and one other place, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube, so you can get all of these great videos to help you build your business online and off. Okay, so today we are talking about tracking your performance. And for those of you that have not watched any of my videos, I've been selling just over 6 years now. My first year, I probably did not even sell $5,000 worth. I did not make President's Club, and I was very close to quitting. I did have 1 or 2 customers that stuck with me and are probably the only reason I really pushed through and really made Avon happen. So I thank those couple of customers. And today I own 2 Avon LABCs, and I sell over $200,000 worth of Avon every year. I am an advanced unit leader and just recruited 85 new reps over this past cycle, so I'm so excited about that. And I'm not telling you this stuff to brag or intimidate anyone or give myself you know, a pat on the back. I'm telling you so that you understand that Avon can make your dreams happen. You can make your dreams happen with Avon. It's a great company. You just have to believe in yourself and try new things and figure out what works and keep improving yourself. So, okay, let's get into our analytics here. So for those of you that do not know, you can install Google Analytics onto your Avon website. And you can do that by just doing a search for Google Analytics on Google. Right here, it'll give you the option to sign up, which I already have that installed. So I'm going to show you how you install that. Once you sign up, you're going to get a tracking code. I believe they all start with UA. So what you want to do is copy that piece of tracking code onto your Avon website. So once you've done your search for Google Analytics, you've signed up and you've gotten this tracking code, you want to copy it. So I right click and I hit copy. And over here in my Avon website, I'm going to go back to the beginning here so you know how I got there. We want to click on our web office. And under personal website, we're going to edit website. And we are going to select advanced options. And all the way down here at the bottom, Google Analytics. So if your area is blank there, you want to right click and hit paste. And that will put that tracking code in there. And you can say update Google Analytics ID. And that will start tracking your stats. I believe it takes about 24 hours for them to start registering on Google. So after that is active, you should be able to start tracking your website traffic. Okay. And I know a lot of representatives also have this stat counter on their website. It gives you a counter that is visible. You can also make it invisible if you'd like. But that is another way to track your visitors. Definitely not as complex as Google Analytics, but I like it just to get a quick look at where my website visitors are for the day. So if you go to statcounter.com, whoops, and I'm already logged in here, so I'm just going to log out to show you. If you go to statcounter.com, the guided installation, if you click on many more, you can see Avon here. And they do give you step-by-step instructions, which it is a little bit different because the back end of our website looks different now. But I will show you how to do that in the new website. So after you have signed up and you get a stat counter code specific to your account, you are going to go into your Avon website. Click on this pencil icon, and you do need to have a personal message here in order to install that code. So you want to click on this source button over here on the right, which is going to show you your HTML code, which doesn't look like much. Not very exciting to look at, but that is how you put the stat counter on there. So if you can see right down here, this is where I have my stat counter installed. Okay, so then you can click save, and that will start counting your hits just on that page. So if you did want to include that on your About Me page as well, let's see, I have it all the way down at the bottom there. So you do have to install that stat counter, the ticker, on every single page that you want to track. So, but I do like it because I will show you. It allows me to look at my different websites all in one place. So I like to follow my visits, not page views. If you look at page views, that's going to be, you know, if the same person is looking at 25 different pages, they will count 25 times. So I really only want to look at the amount of visitors. So you can dig down even deeper and look at those stats. So you can take out, if you just want to look at those unique visits, you can unclick page views and returning visits and select update. So that's going to show you your trend. This is just for a week. If you want to look at it weekly, you can do that. You can select the last 8 weeks. and you can also look at it monthly. Now, one thing I want to mention here is, don't get too wrapped up in how many visitors you're having. Remember what is important, and what you really want to gain out of this is you want people visiting your website to make purchases, and you want people to visit your website to sign up to sell. So, don't get discouraged if you have a month where your stats go down. It happens to everyone. You don't always know why, and you just got to keep going and hope that they improve, and make sure you're just watching the stats that are important, which is actually your sales numbers and your recruits. So if you want to look back to the beginning, this makeup marketing online website I started last year. And I'm going to show you here in the beginning, I had very few people visiting my website, and all of a sudden it really jumped up. And then, December, you'd think that would be one of the most popular months, people Christmas shopping, but that was, one of my slower months. So don't get discouraged. Keep going at it. Keep trying new things and repeating what works. Try to analyze what you are doing and discontinue things that are not paying off, and keep doing those things that are working for you and your business. Okay, so now I'm going to take you into the Google Analytics a little bit. Google Analytics has a ton of information on here. To be honest, I don't look at it a ton because you can just get lost in all the information that is provided here. But I'll show you a few things that are going to be helpful for you and your online marketing. So here is all of my website data. You can see we are looking at a month's time here. And sessions, that's going to be one person visiting your website. So if they come in on your homepage and they're surfing around, going to different pages, that's all going to count as one session. An average session duration is the amount of time that the average person is staying on your website. So what I don't think is counted on here is when someone actually goes in and starts shopping on your website. I believe the way it is set up through Avon, your homepage is kind of a gateway, and then I don't believe it's tracked all the way through their shopping experience. So the bounce rate is going to be how many people immediately leave your website. So 68% went to my homepage and decided they weren't going to go any further. Or if I'm accurate that it doesn't count when they go to that Shop Now button, it could be that those people count as a bounce as well. So I don't know that for sure. That's just my guess, that I don't think they're included on our individual product pages. Okay, so now we are going to click through and look at some of this data. Okay, so page views, that's going to be how many pages are looked at, whether it's the same person or it's different people. How many pages are they looking at per session when they visit your website? How many are new sessions? The bounce rate we talked about, and we talked about the average duration. You can look down here at what language the people are speaking. You can see which country they're visiting from. So unfortunately, the only people that are going to be able to shop are these from the US, but you know, luckily there aren't that many from other countries coming over to look at my website. You can look at the most popular cities. So Rockford is where I'm from, so that is a good thing that a lot of my visitors are local here in town. You can also see which browser people are using, which probably isn't going to help us out very much. I don't know what we would use that information for, but Avon would use that to determine, you know, make sure that the website works with all those different browsers. And here you can see that quite a few people are browsing from their mobile phones. So it's great that we now have a mobile site that actually will automatically come up when people come from their cell phones. So that is some information there. You can also dig down deeper into some of that data by using this drop-down menu here. Okay. Here's that language and location. If you want to go even further into some of that data. This is a kind of a cool feature here. You can click on the US and it shows you the popular states that people are coming from. So I have a lot of people from California, Texas, Illinois, New York. You know, that information is going to help you if you ever decided you wanted to spend some advertising dollars online. You know, maybe you could target these different states because those are your most popular states that people are visiting from. Okay, so if we look at behavior, we can see how many are new visitors versus returning. So, you know, over 20% are people that have visited my website before. So that is good news. As I mentioned in one of, I think, a couple of other of my videos, I use that campaign mailer to send out mailings to my online customers. I send them the Avon catalog to hopefully get them back to my website to shop just more than one time. I don't want them to just visit my website, make a purchase, and then never buy from me again. So I am happy about this number here. And this tells you how long it's been. Let's see, count of sessions. Okay, sorry, that's not what I wanted to look at. Frequency. I wanted to look at the days since last session. So you can see that, you know, these numbers kind of drop, and then there's kind of a jump right here. So people are coming back between 15 and 30 days to visit again. So that might be they're coming back because a new campaign has started, or it might be that they received the catalog in the mail from me and they want to shop those new sales. So I do send catalogs out to anyone who has placed an order in the past month. So that would bring them back to my website within 30 days. And this is going to tell you how long they're staying on my website. And if you'll see up here too, Google has provided different video tutorials. So depending on how much time you have, you can go in here and learn more about all these reports and stats. I honestly don't use analytics a ton, so I am just going off of knowledge from my past of using it, and hopefully providing you a little information that you didn't know in the past. So Another area that is neat to look at is, where are your visitors coming from? Okay, so this is telling me that a lot of my visitors come from my makeup marketing online website. My second referral source for the past, again, we're just looking at a month here. My second referral source is Pinterest, which I love Pinterest. I'm a big Facebook user as well, but Facebook is making it harder and harder to reach people if you do not want to pay those advertising dollars. So I love Pinterest because it is primarily women. Avon has made it super simple for us to share products onto our Pinterest pages, and I definitely plan on making a tutorial for you in the future about how to use Pinterest and how to get people from Pinterest to your Avon website. And then one other thing that you can look at here is your keywords. So how are people finding your website? You know, here my website is on campaign 12 right now, and if you look at my home page, I do have Avon campaign 12 keywords in my custom section here, so that's going to bring people to my website. So they're searching for Avon campaign 12 2014. These are some of the different referral keywords that have brought people to my website. Okay, so hopefully you have an idea. If you are not quite ready to get into Google Analytics, which I completely understand, the information there can be definitely overwhelming. So I would recommend putting Stat Counter on your website to start with if you haven't, if you are not measuring at all, because that way, once you start doing your online marketing, and if you've decided you're going to start writing blogs and using social media, it's a way to track whether what you're doing is working or not. So you don't want to just keep doing activities over and over and over if they are not helping your business. Right in the beginning, don't worry about getting the online sales. When you're first starting to do your online marketing, it is important to see a boost in traffic. So if you haven't started getting those online sales yet, don't worry about that. Focus on building your website traffic and celebrate, you know, if you have more visitors than you did last month. So you know, just take little steps on your marketing and try out new things and figure out what works for you. And now I want to take you into a couple of different spreadsheets of things I like to keep track of that isn't necessarily going to stay on my Avon, youravon.com website forever. So I like to use Excel spreadsheets. You are looking at a spreadsheet of my online sales, and I started tracking this back when I first signed up. So I signed up in January 2008. It's fun to look back at my progress over the years. These are actually different online sales. So for my first month, I only had 4 online sales for the whole month. And for the year, I did almost 2,700 in award sales. So you can see through the years, 2009, I did a little better than 2010 and 2011. And then in 2012, I really started to get some more online sales and almost made President's Club there on my online sales. So here I tracked that I had 275 online orders with an average order of $34.25. So Looking on to 2013 and 2014, I started tracking how I did per campaign. So that's kind of fun too. You can look back. 2013, I did $264 in online sales. And campaign 2, 2014, I did 856. So, you know, again, if you're getting discouraged, we all do. It's normal. I get unmotivated. I feel grumpy. I want to look at the negatives and everything, but I force myself to stay positive and keep working on improving my business. It's one thing I like to do when I'm having a bad day is to go back and compare. So that's why I like to keep this data. If I'm having a bad day and feeling like things aren't really going that great, I can look and say, well, wow, you know, in April of this year, I'm going to do, I did almost $5,000 in online sales, and, you know, look how far I've come. Just in 2011, I only did $250. So I recommend that you keep track of this data. It helps when you're having bad days to go back and compare where you came from, and it really just helps you to stay positive and look forward to the future. I also like to do that with my leadership business. 2000 and let's see, I have two separate spreadsheets on here. So 2009 is when I became a unit leader. And I'll tell you what, I didn't really do much. You can see even after 3 years, I still only had about 30 people. So I wasn't working it consistently. I wasn't doing leadership every day or even probably every week. So I really started pushing leadership at the beginning of last year. And now you can see I have, let's see, almost 140 reps. I like to keep track of my personal sales, my team sales, and then our total sales as a unit. So this is based on each campaign here. I keep track of my earnings so that I can look back and say, okay, well, I was earning, you know, $65 here. Here I only earned 59. And wow, you know, this year 361. So again, it's good to track this information for your own personal use and just to see what's working and what isn't. And I also I like to make little notes on the side over here, outside factors that might skew your results, like the appointment fee going up. I don't know if that's going to affect, you know, my total unit appointments or not, but I just like to keep little notes about what's going on if there's changes that take place. And here I'm keeping track of where I'm titling and if I drop title, just to kind of keep track of my progress, and so I can go back and hopefully one day when I make SEUL, I can say, hey, you know, I lost title 5 times and I still made it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar. Again, I suggest keeping track of your progress, and we all have different situations. Obviously, my situation is going to be much different than many representatives out there because I do own the LABCs. But if you're out there doing events, keep track of your events. If you do home parties, keep track of how you do at them, how many guests you have, what your sales are. Keep notes about how you think you could have done better, because we can all always improve. And you know, I think that's just the key. If you're always working your business and you're always trying to make improvements to yourself, you're always going to do better. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. Just keep the faith in you, in your business, and work at it every day, every week. If you get unmotivated, look back to see where you came from, or look to other people that are doing what you want to do. If they're selling a lot, follow those people if that's what you want to do. If they're recruiting a lot and that's what you want to do, follow those types of people. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you learned a thing or two about tracking. Take care. Bye-bye.